All right, what's up, everybody? We are pretty much ready to roll here. The Barracuda, last chance, baby. This might be the final game of the 2025-26 campaign right now as it goes down here at the Lee's Family Forum in Henderson, Nevada. Boy, oh boy, I'm super nervous. I don't know about some of y'all, but damn, I'm not ready to see San Jose hockey come to an end this early. Of course, if you're a Sharks fan, we already were heartbroken by the NHL team not making it to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Right now, the AHL team in San Jose is in the Calder Cup playoffs. However, in this first round, it is a best of three series. The Henderson Silver Knights have won the first game, so the Barracuda are facing elimination. Now, I do know that we have the game going underway right now. So with that being said, let's just quickly do our intro video, and then we'll go right back to the live action. All right. Happy game day to everybody in San Jose and to everyone around the world in CUDA country as the San Jose Barracuda are facing off against the Henderson Silver Knights in game 2 of the first round of the 2026 Calder Cup playoffs. Yeah, as I mentioned just a moment ago, the CUDA are facing an elimination right now, so absolutely need to win this game. I wouldn't blame you if you're busy watching the NFL draft right now or the Stanley Cup playoffs. The way the CUDA have been playing as of late hasn't very much been inspiring. I'm just going to be 100 and call it as it is. You know, before the playoffs begun, they had one victory to end a 6-game skid, I believe it was. So they've called up the likes of Leo Salim-Walmilius as well as Eric Polkamp, who does make his professional debut tonight for the San Jose Barracuda. We'll see if it's enough. We'll see if this defensive reinforcement is enough to extend the series and potentially give the CUDA a dominate score. Yeah, baby, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Premature. This is what I get for listening to Nick Nollenberger. They call it a goal on the broadcast prematurely. Maybe their hopes were up as much as mine were. Damn, what a buzzkill. Apparently that was a save. I apologize to all of you out there. Oh my gosh. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? I should know better by now than to listen to the play-by-play yet again. Pardon me, let me rephrase that. Just to remind you all, if you do want to watch along, this game is being streamed on Flow Hockey on AHL TV. Otherwise, you can listen to Nick Nollenberger. I don't know if you want to after that little spiel, but sjbarracuda.com/listen. Damn, dude, talk about getting your hopes up. Oh well, my bad, fam. All right. CUDA now are trying to set up an offensive pressure. However, an Eric Pants doesn't connect from the goal line. Oh man, blowing a tire behind the freaking behind the freaking goalie of the Cuda side. That's his second game in a row in which the Barracuda are just like falling on the ice, bro. I don't know if this has to do with the barn in Henderson. And there they are running into each other. Come on, boys. I'm not trying to be negative here, but the Cuda right now are kind of sloppy to begin these first 4 minutes here, man. Blowing a tire on their own end, losing control of the puck in their own trapezoid, running into each other in a neutral zone, not connecting on passes, and now a penalty committed. So at 16, boy, oh boy, 16-16 remaining in this first period. And we already have our first penalty against the Barracuda. So not the best start for the boys in teal. It might be one of those games. It might be one of those games. I hope this is not going to be the trend here for the remainder of the contest here. But right now, the Cuda are a little shook, and you know, they definitely need to get their head off a swivel here, man. All right, Barracuda are on the penalty kill. First penalty of the game was committed by Lucas Van Robois, slashing at 3:44 of the first period. So the Barracuda are facing elimination and start this game off within the first 4 minutes shorthanded. So if you're joining us a little late right now, the Cuda had started off kind of high tempo. They looked like they had they looked like they had a score on goal. Rather, they looked like they scored a goal, had some opportunities on net. Patrick Giles shot, Jake Boltman shot on net, registered. However, that wasn't a goal. Maybe prematurely announced by the broadcasting team. I get it. We all want to see the boys until extend this series. We do not want to see the Cuda season end tonight. But nonetheless, afterwards, not connecting on passes in the offensive zone, leading to a puck going all the way behind their own goal line, behind Laurent Brossoit, who does get the start in net tonight, by the way, for the Barracuda. Blown tire in their own trapezoid, leads their turnover. Cuda do clean that up, and then when they advance the puck out the zone, they run into each other at the neutral zone, followed by a slashing call. So just not the best start. And last game they played, they were equally as sloppy as they were now. However, they managed to keep it competitive, and despite being outshot practically 3-1 for the majority of the game, they were able to stay in it on the scoreboard and take advantage of the opportunities. So they killed the penalty right now. That's good news, as we are 6 minutes deep into this first period here. Again, if you're joining us late, this is game 2 of the first round. It's a best of 3 series. All of you need to go forward to the next round here in the Calder Cup playoffs is 2 victories in this first round. So having surrendered game 1 to the Silver Knights, Cuda fans like myself are super on edge and nervous about potentially seeing this season come to an end. All right, we got some Knights fans rooting for the Knights. I appreciate your stream. Good luck, bro. I appreciate it, bro. I really do. You know what? The way your team played in the first contest, I wouldn't be surprised. And I love my team, and I'm not trying to sound negative here, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have your way with this tonight. I hope that's not the case. It did go into overtime, game 1. However, if I had to take my bias as a diehard fan, out of the opinion of that whole game, With the fact that the shots on goal, like I mentioned just a moment ago, were almost 3-1. Cuda were very lucky to actually extend that game to overtime, especially with surrendering, what was it, 3 or 4? I think 3 unanswered goals. You know what I'm saying? So, we kept it interesting. But, the Silver Knights, the whole night, were the better team. So I'm just happy that, we were able to see some overtime hockey. Unfortunately, your squad, the Henderson Silver Knights squad, got the job done in the extra frame. Whew. And right now, this time is rolling fast, bro. It's rolling fast. I can't believe it's already been 7 minutes into the first period. Now, for someone like me in the San Jose hockey fan base side of things, every moment is like counting the season down, considering that we're facing elimination. So, for those of you who are wondering, like, why is Bros sweating it? It's only freaking, beginning of the game. We are facing elimination. So, all right, we got a TV timeout, and that'll be pretty much all I'll share here, because I want my Barracuda team to win. I really do. Obviously, I want to see some Calder Cup playoff action again here in San Jose. Last season, the Cuda did go to the second round, and they were able to bring San Jose, California, some postseason hockey on home ice. I would absolutely love nothing more than to go to a Barracuda playoff game at the Reef. But you got to win tonight, and you got to win Sunday. So for those of you who are not aware, Game 3 is Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, that's if necessary. The Cuda have to win tonight. So far, after that penalty kill, it's looking pretty even. The Cuda kind of got their, maybe it took them being on the PK to kind of regain their composure here. The shots on goal right now for the Cuda are 3, and for the Henderson Silver Knights is 4. And the Cuda now gain offensive zone. They have possession of the puck. They skate it from the half wall up toward the blue line, pass it to the goal line. Nice opportunity to throw it on net, but that right there is absolutely smothered by Carl Lindbaum. Carl Lindbaum had absolutely like a breeze in net on game 1. Laurent Brossoit, the goaltender for the San Jose Barracuda, was absolutely worked in game 1. So we'll see how the Cuda will do by their netminder tonight. But let's go, baby. Face off deep in the offensive zone for the San Jose Barracuda. Won by the Henderson Silver Knights. Ooh, what a deke to avoid a body by the blue line and carry it into the offensive zone by the Henderson Silver Knights. Oh! Already. What a move, what a shot, what a goal. Henderson Silver Knights take a 1-0 lead. So you heard my reactions there, man. First of all, winning the face-off on the left side of Carl Lindbaum and then taking it. Nice deke to move past the defender at the blue line by the Henderson Silver Knights. They carry the puck all the way into the Cuda zone. And behind the goal line, this has kind of been a trend, man. Like, the Cuda have been standing around, like on game 1, just standing around and kind of watching the puck carrier. Tunin and B-Stead kind of got caught, a little guilty of that. Now, granted, Jet Wu should have probably been on top of that, but nonetheless, Henderson Silver Knights are able to create space, drive it toward the net like they did in game 1, and they score on the rebound opportunity, absolutely burying it. And just like that, it is 1-0 Henderson. Wow. Now you know why I was so nervous and kind of like, damn, because as I mentioned, this season is counting down. Am I tripping? I gotta rewind this really quick. My fault. All right, I'm not tripping. It's just Flow Hockey, of course, in AHL TV. For some reason, the goal is not showing up. Nor is it showing up on AHL.com despite them announcing it being a goal. All right. Just know that there was a goal scored and awarded. My apologies, fam. I know it's not showing on AHL.com, and it's not showing up on the scoreboard either for Flow Hockey AHL TV, but the arena did celebrate a goal. A goal was scored. I just not showing up here officially yet. So my bad if it seems a little confusing. What the hell's going on here? This is not the way we want to end our season, baby. Okay. I don't know who's doing the official scoreboard for Henderson tonight in Lee's Family Forum, but damn, son, gotta get on top of it. Come on. Just know it's 1-0 Henderson. My apologies on being like so focused on whether or not it's a goal. I just want to report to you who scored and who got the assist and the time. I want everything to be accurate, but until the AHL is able to provide it on the website, we're just going to roll with the 1-0 score by Henderson. Again, you can watch along on AHL TV on Flow Hockey, or you can listen sjbarracuda.com/listen. And as one of our members in the chat mentioned, you could always watch Vegas Golden Knights because they are in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Both teams in Clark County are in postseason action, Henderson and Vegas. Meanwhile, here in Santa Clara County, the San Jose squad that's brought postseason hockey to the fan base for 2 consecutive years in a row are your San Jose Barracuda. All right, B-Sid now takes the puck across the blue line, and he gets actually slashed. So we're going to have a CUDA power play. All right, let's go. Jacob Magna, how about that? A former San Jose player gets called on the penalty at 10 minutes and 22 seconds. So Jacob Magna will sit in the sin bin in Henderson for slashing against Philip Beestead. And the Barracuda will get their first power play opportunity tonight. All right. There we go. Finally. So Braden Bowman gets his first of the postseason for Henderson. Matthias Sapovali got his second assist of the season. Pardon me if I butchered that last name on the assist. But nonetheless, Braden Bowman gets his first of the playoffs for the Silver Knights. Makes it 1-0, 7 minutes and 56 seconds, into the first period. So let's go, Cuda. Here's your opportunity. Halfway through this period, and the Barracuda got an opportunity on the power play to maybe potentially even the score here. In case you're joining us late or you're popping in and out, don't blame me. You got Stanley Cup playoffs going on right now. Some of y'all probably still checking out the NFL draft, but nonetheless, the San Jose Barracuda are facing elimination tonight against a squad that, quite frankly, kind of had their way with the Cuda in that first game. Shot-wise, possession-wise, offensive pressure, offensive just watch the first, if you want to just know how it went down, watch the first live watch-along party that we did for Game 1. Cuda were literally caught standing around. The only difference was that even though they were kind of being outperformed, the Cuda survived, they outlasted, and they were able to make the most of their opportunities, and that's what forced overtime. However, Henderson cleaned it up really early in that overtime period to take the 1-0 lead in the series. All right, here we go. Igor Chernyshov, shot on goal is blocked. He tried to send it back to Caglioni, but it's intercepted. And here goes a 2-on-1 for Henderson, shorthanded. Crashing the net. Good save by Laurent Brossoit. And even though there are 5 Barracuda in their own zone and 2 Silver Knights, they are controlling the puck. Finally, Caglioni gets possession of it. He gives it to Chernyshov at the blue line. He drops it back for Afanasiev. He feeds it alongside to Philip Beestead. Zone entry by the Cuda. That gets contested. And the Cuda do hold the zone even though they are being pressured and turn it over again. Man, what up, brother? How you been? Damn, dude. So far, not very sexy for the Cuda, man. Come on, let's go. 55 seconds remain in the power play opportunity. Jacob Mena call for slash. Another turnover leads to another odd-man rush. A second 2-on-1 opportunity for Silver Knights. They shoot it just wide. Woo! Henderson Silver Knights generated 2 shorthand opportunities. 2-on-1. Odd-man rush is going the other way. That time, they missed just wide. 30 seconds remain here. Cuda do finally get a shot on goal on this power play. It's on the rush. You may hear some overreaction to that, but man, Carl Lindblom was all over that shot by Eric Polkamp, who, by the way, is playing his first professional game. Eric Polkamp just signed his ELC with the San Jose Sharks. Of course, he had himself quite the NCAA Frozen Four tournament. Surprised to see him actually getting some professional action, considering that he was playing throughout the Frozen Four with an injured hand and foot. Nonetheless, national champion, now a professional hockey player with an entry-level contract with the San Jose Sharks and playing his first professional game with the San Jose Barracuda in Game 2 of the Calder Cup playoffs. So he registered a shot on goal there. However, again, Carl Lindblom was all over that. There was really no space. Just kind of threw it on net, hoping for something to happen. And here we are, 7 minutes remaining in this first period. Come on, Cuda. Patrick Giles in the faceoff dot off in the zone. He wins it, but the Henderson Silver Knights win the race to the loose puck in a faceoff dot in our circle, and they just dump it deep for a line change. All right. Oh! Good opportunity for the Cuda, who will try to center it to Giles, but that shot just got it, kind of went wide. Ooh, beautiful hip check by Jet Wu. Icing though by the Cuda. All right, here we go. We got a scrum. Anthony Vincent Brandon Hache and Jet Wu. They're all trying to, I would say, generate some momentum here. Damn. Donovan Hull got thrown to the ice, so in the world of hockey, that means Silver Knights win that battle. They're still trying. Dude, he gets off the ice and he goes after another player. Yeah. And now we got a second round of face washing. Oh, man. I love it. Show some passion. Show some fire, baby. Come on. That was pretty entertaining. I would imagine we may have some penalties coming out of this. We'll see. All right, it looks like we're gonna get maybe 4 and 4. Make it offside penalties, or I mean, offsetting penalties. Pardon me. In fact, it may be offsetting penalties because we have 2 members of the San Jose Barracuda and 2 members of the Henderson Silver Knights in the penalty box at the moment. So potentially 5-on-5 hockey coming on, or about to happen here with 6:45 remaining in the first period. Okay. We'll see how this all gets squared away, but I'm hearing 4-on-4 hockey despite 2 players for each squad being in the penalty box. And the broadcast graphic shows a 2-minute power play for the Barracuda. So let's just look at how this all plays out here really quick. Yep. Again, kind of reason why I just watch the broadcast and try to decipher for myself, because no disrespect to Nick Nolenberger here, but oftentimes he's in the action, he's in the moment, just like we are as a fan. And for the most part, he's solid, but again, he's kind of just trying to catch up on what's going on out there too. So the Barracuda do indeed have a power play. And this is the second opportunity for San Jose. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right. Face-off 1 in the offensive zone by Henderson Silver Knights, and they clear it down. Here comes Luca Caglioni all the way behind his own net. Drops it for Philip Biested. I see Igor Chernyshov out there. Colin White as well. Wallstrom, great opportunity by stopping the clearing attempt along the boards, but he instantly turns it over really quick. So here is how it all goes down. Donovan Hull got 2 minutes for roughing. Oliver Wallstrom got 2 minutes for roughing. Don't know how that's... Trevor Connolly got called for slashing and 2 minutes for roughing. And then Lucas Cormier got called for roughing as well. So, all right, maybe I'll say, why is it Wallstrom if he's on the ice? All right, so AHL.com. Come on, baby, get yourself together. Jet Wu called for roughing. Donovan Hull called for roughing. Trevor Connolly and Lucas Cormier of Henderson called for roughing. Extra penalty is given to Trevor Connolly for slashing. That's being served by Mitch McLean, according to AHL.com. So that right there is your extra penalty, and why the Barracuda have 30 more seconds remaining on the power play. Solid power play, by the way. They've had some chances. I don't know if you want to call them quality chances, but at the very least, they're trying to get the puck toward the net. Come on, Caglioni. Caglioni to Huntington. Huntington shoots. Oh! What a freaking sequence of shots and saves by Carl Lindbaum. Second time this series, that guy literally was sprawled out on the ice, and somehow, some way, the puck stays out of the net. Wow. And that's it. 0 for 2 on the power play for the CUDA. I hope that's not the story of the series as they face elimination tonight. Come on, baby. Nolan Allen now advances it out of his own zone, gets it all the way down that nice hit by the Barracuda. Lucas Van Roboys absolutely lays out a Henderson Silver Knight in their own trapezoid. Gotta love it. Less than 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. Shots are 8-8 each, so you gotta love that. At least the Barracuda are going toe-to-toe with the Silver Knights on the shots on goal department this game. I believe they got 6 in the first period of game 1, so they're already doing a little bit better than they were in the first contest. CUDA turn it over in neutral zone. Oh! Blow the whistle! Come on! Apparently not. Looks like we got a penalty coming up to the Barracuda. I was saying blow the whistle because a player from the Silver Knights crashed into Laurent Brossois right into his left goalie pad and was just like camping in the crease, laying down in the blue paint. And I was like, blow the whistle, man. But apparently Henderson's going to have a power play coming up. So that's why they elected to just let the play continue. Damn. Playoff hockey here, 2026 Calder Cup playoffs. Henderson Silver Knights have a 1-0 lead. San Jose Barracuda facing elimination here. And they're about to be facing their second penalty kill of the game. TV timeout. So y'all let me know where you all coming through from tonight. I see a few of you jumping in here. I don't blame you. If you hop in and out tonight, there's a lot of different games going on, especially, you know, on the NHL side of things. But y'all let me know where y'all coming through from tonight. Welcome to our live hangout and watch along party. It's real-time reaction to the action as the San Jose Barracuda are trying to keep their season alive. Currently trailing 1-0 in a best-of-3 series. That means if they lose tonight, that's it. They're coming back to San Jose, and the season is over. Right, so y'all let me know where you coming through from tonight. We have some fam in the chat coming through from the Vegas side of things. Of course, we have our faithful Shark City members in the chat. I appreciate you all. And come on, CUDA. Come on, baby. I'll be right back, fam. I'm gonna go check up on the pup really quick. It's been a little too quiet. It's kind of like when your kids are too quiet. You got to figure out what's going on. So give me 1 second, all right? My fault. Thank you. Appreciate it. Damn it. All right, so let me just run it back. I have been paying attention to some playoff games. I caught the Vegas Golden Knight game 1, because I happened to be in Vegas during that time. I kind of caught the Dallas Stars and Minnesota series. Obviously, keeping a close eye on the Buffalo series because, the Sabres, it's been how long? Like 14 plus years since they've been in the playoffs. So it was exciting to kind of see them perform, and mainly just kind of watching their city, come alive. Casually watching the Colorado LA Kings series. I'm surprised that the LA Kings are facing elimination, almost being swept. I didn't get a chance to check out the Anaheim Ducks and Edmonton series because even though Randy Hahn and Drew Remenda were calling those games, for those of you who are not in the know, Randy Hahn and Drew Remenda are the San Jose Sharks play-by-play announcers. And they got some kind of like some heat for sounding not so enthusiastic when the Oilers scored, right? That was hilarious. That kind of went viral on X, formerly known as Twitter. But nonetheless, I didn't catch that game or that series because the first game went down, I believe, when the San Jose Barracuda playoff game was going on. But outside of that, kind of just, casually watching the Lightning game. And back to what I was trying to get at before I read that I was muted, my bad, was I was considering maybe doing some NHL Stanley Cup playoff watch-along parties, just, casually hanging out to bring some more hockey fans together. But yeah, what we have here is, as we come back here really quick, the San Jose Barracuda end up getting they end up committing another penalty to make it 5-on-3, and then they got a goal scored against them on that 5-on-3 power play for Henderson. So now it's 2-0. Damn. This is tough. This is tough. Tough day for San Jose hockey fans. If you're watching along on Flow Hockey, AHL TV on Flow Hockey, you'll see that the graphics shows 1-0 with 1 minute remaining in the first period. I promise you it is 2-0. Yeah. This not a very promising period for CUDA fans here. Some undisciplined hockey by the Barracuda, probably just feeling it because they are facing elimination tonight, but some undisciplined hockey is leading to some fantastic opportunities for the Henderson Silver Knights. They have one of the best power plays in the American Hockey League, so not the squad you want to give a bunch of opportunities on a man advantage. But according to AHL.com, at 17:40, the insurance goal was scored on the power play by Trevor Connolly, his second of this postseason, assisted by Laksinski and Bowman. So the Henderson Silver Knights scored almost 10 minutes apart. 7:56 was the first goal by Brandon Bowman, who now has 2 points tonight, having the secondary assist on Trevor Connolly's goal at 17:40. Damn, son. And that right there is going to be the first period. The Barracuda are looking at the final 40 minutes of their season. Now, it ain't over till it's over. So we'll go ahead and figure out, or we'll experience it together, rather, if whether or not the CUDA can figure it out, get themselves back in this game, stay out of the penalty box, and just generate some more offensive chances. But what I'm seeing right now is kind of carrying over from the first game. CUDA are kind of getting caught turning the puck over. They're not winning the battles to the loose puck. When they turn the puck over in the offensive zone, the Henderson Silver Knights are just absolutely fantastic with their speed of zone exit and zone entry. They're doing the same thing they did the game one. They're just kind of crashing the net. They're just charging Laurent Brossoit and putting pucks on the net, burying rebounds. And the CUDA are getting caught by a series of unfortunate events, such as, oh man, blowing a tire in the offensive zone or defensive zone, or some self-inflicted wounds, such as committing penalties, or just standing around in a box formation around the they call it the high danger zone, or the slot, as I like to call it. But they're just kind of standing around watching the puck carrier. So again, that formation of 4 players creating a box in front of the net and 1 player attacking the puck carrier, doing that forechecking, is really allowing the Silver Knights to just kind of have their way with the puck possession in the offensive zone, having their way in terms of options with who to pass it to, because if you have 4 players standing still, that means you have 4 players essentially wide open, right? Especially when they're standing still in a box and the Henderson Silver Knights are aligning themselves around the whole zone. But you kind of have like a collapse in front of net formation defensively by Barracuda. So kind of the same old song and dance from game 1. And I would expect a little bit more aggression, a little bit more desperation, to be 100 with you, and a little bit more like full-on attack. Maybe even try to contain the puck and commit 2 defenders to the puck carrier in the offensive zone, rather than just allowing one guy to not really even pressure the puck carrier, but kind of just like casually like skate up to him and use a stick to try to contest or challenge any potential passing lane. But it's not really working. It's not really working at all. All right, that's that. All right, fam. So I appreciate you all, coming through and joining me for a second here, or for the second game here of the Calder Cup playoffs for the San Jose Barracuda. I know it's not been the best hockey. I know it's not been the most inspiring hockey. And I know we kind of got to count our lucky stars for having gone into overtime in game 1. But nonetheless, being a diehard San Jose hockey fan, you call me a homer at this. But, I'm still going to get behind my squad, and I still believe they have a chance because they know till it's over. So let's see if the Cuda could turn it around. They need the most inspiring 40 minutes of hockey because their season is on the line. All right. I'll turn up the music, and let's just chill for a minute. Because these guys are currently in the locker room here. Kind of like Van Wilder. No one likes to celebrate a loss. So come on, baby. Nothing is more like deflating than being in an elimination game down 2-0. But who knows? Maybe we'll be able to celebrate some more excitement coming up here in the second frame. Shots on goal: Henderson 11, San Jose 8. I'm gonna step aside for a quick second, get something to munch on, and hopefully we'll be able to watch our Barracuda come back into this game. All right, all right, all right. My apologies on the backtracks there. DG is going wild. Whew. Let's take a look around the league. Not looking too sexy right now for the CUDA, but it is what it is. Let's look at some scores from around the league today. All right, so the Colorado Eagles are about one period away from eliminating the San Diego Gulls. Right now, it's 2-1 in favor of Colorado. Boy, oh boy. I'm just kind of reflecting on the fact that that could be the Barracuda's fate, as they're currently down 2-0 after one period. I was just thinking about the California teams when I said boy oh boy, so my apologies there. The final from Manitoba, the Moose, looks like they're going to extend the series. They're going to take it to game 3 as they defeated the Milwaukee Admirals 2-1. So stick taps to them. Another game 3 on the horizon as the Springfield Thunderbirds get their way back into the series. 5-2 victory over the Charlotte Checkers. Some other games that went down today. The Cleveland Monsters, they defeat the Syracuse Crunch. That right there is a final score of 3-2. And so by the way, that game apparently was the first game of the series. So Cleveland Monsters have a 1-0 lead over Syracuse Crunch. And Toronto Marlies, they get shut out by the Rochester Americans 4-0. And if I'm not mistaken, the Americans were shut out in the first game. So that's going to be another game 3 in the first round of the Calder Cup playoffs. Not too shabby for Friday night hockey. Of course, here in San Jose, or for San Jose fans, while we really care about is whether or not the CUDA are going to be able to extend this series. You see your goal scorers right here for Henderson Silver Knights, Brandon Bowman, and it looks like Raphael how did you say it? Lavoie, my bad. Raphael Lavoie. So I assume they changed the goal scoring there because that's not what it was moments ago reported. Raphael Lavoie is getting the credit with that power play goal at 17:40. And it looks like he has 3 on the series so far. He was on hat trick watch in game 1. So that doesn't mean Brandon Bowman actually has a multi-point game, even though he got the first goal. So not that it really matters to him. He had the secondary assist, I believe, on the goal that was initially awarded to, I believe, it doesn't matter. Anyways, nonetheless, Raphael Lavoie got the insurance goal. Right now, the CUDA have a 2-0 deficit to try to swim out of. Laurent Brossoit getting tested early. This obviously isn't accurate. But shots on goal, 8 for the Barracuda, 11 for the Henderson Silver Knights, which means that as of right now, Carl Lindbom is perfect, and Laurent Brossoit has made 9 saves. So We'll see how this second frame goes down, fam. I'm trying my absolute darndest to try to keep it upbeat and positive, but that grim gray cloud is kind of hovering because this is an elimination game, right? And that first period was not very inspiring. If I could just keep it real, if I could just keep it real, if I could keep it till, that wasn't a very inspiring period. But it's all good. It ain't over till it's over. So this is game 2. Let's hope that the San Jose Barracuda could freaking have, like most fish out there, short-term memory, forget all of what occurred in that first period, play a more disciplined game. They already racked up 10 penalty in minutes. So that would be a horrible story for the season finale, if indeed this is the last game of the season here, to be just undisciplined hockey, or turnovers, or essentially, like, I mean, for goodness gracious, they've had 2 opportunities on a power play, and twice Henderson Silver Knights in one power play created a 2-on-1 odd man rush the other way. At one power play man advantage for the CUDA, there was 4 or 5 CUDA, just, and I've been saying this from game 1, and I apologize if I sound like a broken record, but they're just watching as 2 penalty killers for Henderson were controlling the puck behind the goal line. That's just cray. That's cray. So I'm gonna try to keep it upbeat, but I'm just gonna call it how it is, baby. And right now, the CUDA absolutely need to snap out of it, and they need to bring it. So let's see what happens. Remember, game 1, Henderson Silver Knights, same strategy, cycling the puck all around the offensive zone, driving it toward Laura Brossoit, crashing the net, creating opportunities. CUDA were outshot for the majority of that game, 1-3, yet they buried the opportunities that they had. So let's just hope that that's what happens in the next 40 minutes. CUDA may not be, the most aggressive team offensively, or may not go full out on the attack. However, when the opportunities arise, more often than not, they take advantage of it and they bury that puck. So let's see what happens in this second period here. All right. A little bit more music here. Hopefully that was inspiring enough for y'all. We get ready for the second period. We're going to take a step aside real quick one more time. And when we come back, second frame. Woo! 2-0, baby. This could be the final game of the season. I hope not. Boy, oh boy. You gotta love that pressure, that anxiety, that I'm lost for words, but on the edge of your seat hockey, like, damn. Like, this could be it, right? I hope not, but we'll see what happens. All right. Here we go. Second period underway, baby. The boys are skating on the rink. And the face-off is about to take place at center ice. Face-off won by the Cuda. Barracuda dump it down into the offensive zone, chase down. Now Anthony Vincent has control of it. Goes one way, elects to shake and bake, and goes the other. Shot on goal, blocked. Clearing attempt by the Silver Knights is currently held in by the Cuda, but then they are able to retrieve the puck, and now we have a battle for it in the neutral zone. Won by the Silver Knights. They elect to dump it behind the Cuda's goal line. Laurent Brossoit gets out of the net to slow that puck down. Cuda now advances the puck in the offensive zone. Shot by Quentin Musty. I do not think that went on net. And now the other way, a shot by Henderson Silver Knights redirects up into the netting, and we're going to have a face-off. Looks like in the Cuda zone. Pretty fast-paced, 52 seconds to start off the second period here for the Cuda and the Silver Knights. Face-off now, blocker side of Brossoit. That's the right side. Face-off won by the Cuda, but blown down right away. So we'll do that again. I guess the ref didn't like the way the Cuda guy, the Cuda won that face-off, and the guy decided to throw him out and reset. Puck dropped, and the Cuda win again. Oh, here we go, baby! Nice shot. Oh, redeflected out of play. Or redirected, deflected. My bad. All right, Cullen White in the face-off dot. Blocker side of Carl Lindblom, goaltender of the Henderson Silver Knights. Let's see if the Cuda could get a face-off win and some offense generated here. Henderson wins the face-off. Thank you, referee, for getting in the way of that, but the Henderson Silver Knights do recover the puck. All right, battle along the boards. The puck just gets cleared to the zone. So the Knights do recover the puck. They backskate it into their own zone. Now they advance it past the Cuda's blue line. Oh, centering pass does get redirected wide. Boy, oh boy. Let's go, Cuda. Cuda working with the puck, just back and forth passing in their own zone behind the goal line. Great forechecking by the Silver Knights. Kind of creates opportunities. Another blown tire by a Cuda player. I am getting just about tired of seeing these guys blow a tire on the ice. Oh, boy, what a freaking goal by the Henderson Silver Knights, bro. Alexander Holtz buries a puck. So that blown tire does come into effect, all right? So an offensive zone entry. I'm not too sure who blown this tire, but nonetheless, you've seen a Cuda player just belly flopping on the center ice in the offensive zone. The Henderson Silver Knights then carry the puck into the Cuda zone. A blast from about 30 feet away in the slot. Gets saved initially by Laurent Brossoit, and then nonetheless the Silver Knights bury it 3-0. Damn. We're either going to see the most epic comeback in Barracuda playoff history, or you and I and everybody else in the chat are gonna be chilling. We're a long night ahead of us, bro. We're a long night ahead of us. Damn, son. All right. Kuda trying to create some offensive pressure, but nothing. Let's go, baby. All right, here we go. So Alexander Holtz gets his first of the playoffs at 2 minutes and 58 seconds to make it 3-0 for Henderson Silver Knights. I'm beginning to think that the Kuda are going to have to just absolutely crash the net. Desperation time. Throw the puck at the net. Take every shot you can. Don't look for the clean pass. And just hope for Lady Luck to be on your side, man. Here we go. Allen throwing it at net. I don't think that made its way through. Kuda trying to create some offensive zone pressure. Allen again battling, keeps in the zone. Quinton Musty, nice pass. Oh, you should have just thrown it on net. Why are you trying to center the pass? My bad. Blocked. Bruh. Oh, man. Maybe didn't have the angle. Maybe didn't have, maybe Carl Lindbaum, which from this, spectator side of things looked like he had that net covered. But I think trying to charge the net and throw the puck, to the goalie versus trying to pass it. I mean, honestly, he made the right play. I'll be 100 with you. He made the right play. But that offensive opportunity was absolutely shut down because the pass attempt was blocked by defenders. So clearly he had to see the defender charging back, which is why I'm saying probably should have just charged the net on that one, dude. You got to get desperate. This is the season, and the Barracuda take a penalty. Damn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, unless they are able to win the next 2 games in a row, which means having an epic comeback tonight, might have to wait for 26-27. But yeah, the Barracuda games are absolutely fire, bro. I'll be 100 with you. This year, the Sharks been maybe a little bit more entertaining, especially as they had several players that were, getting over 20 points. Most of our young talent scoring over 40 points. Of course, the Macklin Celebrini being fed the puck, he was able to generate the most points in a single season. And, that right there may have taken the attention away from how electric the Kuda games really are. But nonetheless, I firmly still stand by my word, which was the Barracuda, in my opinion, have provided the most. They have provided, as far as atmosphere goes, the most entertaining games. Now, the San Jose Sharks, they kind of picked it up at the end of the season, but consistently speaking, as far as giveaways, as far as promotional nights go, the Kuda have been on point for 2 years in a row. And they've brought playoff hockey to San Jose hockey fans for 2 years in a row. So it's unfortunate that right now they're kind of in a slump. Prior to the playoffs starting, they were on that horrible losing skid. They were able to win and kind of not enter the postseason on such a sour note. But some of those woes, such as undisciplined hockey, are starting to, bleed through into this series here. And here they are now Anthony Vincent got called 2 minutes for tripping, 4 minutes and 3 seconds into the second period. And the Henderson Silver Knights are on another power play opportunity. They're already 1 for 3 tonight. So 90 seconds remain for Barracuda. They have to kill this penalty, and they absolutely have to find a goal, bro. They have to get a goal before we get midway through this game. Absolutely need it. But the Barracuda games are fire. I'll be 100 with you. If I could make a recommendation, if you want to go on a promotional night, Cuda Mania is outstanding. It's awesome. They have Pro Wrestling Revolution. At least they did the last 2 seasons. Throwing on some matches in the parking lot, some wrestling matches prior to the Cuda game. Obviously, Pucks and Paws is dope. If you have furry friends like myself, if you have a dog, you can bring on Pucks and Paws. Teddy Bear Toss is absolute classic. It's always fun to see all the teddy bears get thrown on the ice once the first Cuda goal is scored. And some other promotions that are kind of chill. I don't know if they're going to repeat them, but some promotions that are pretty chill this season was like they had a Harry Potter one. They do country night, so that's kind of cool too. If that's your bag. And I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. That's all I can think of right now on the top of my head that were featured at least 2 years in a row. They did some. They kind of. I don't imagine these repeating, but they do kind of do some other things like. They did That's So Fetch, and they have like my bad, I'm getting caught off by the Cuda generating some offense. Nice zone entry, but they're getting caught on the line change. They have some dope features there. Wednesday nights, if you like to enjoy an adult beverage, they're a little bit cheaper. And good shot, finally, baby. First shot on net generated just almost 7 minutes to the second period. First shot in this period, rather. But yeah, the Cuda games are fire, bro. They're dope. Very affordable. As a matter of fact, I was looking. I don't know if it's going to change if they make it to the second round, but first round tickets, obviously, they're on the road for all 3 games, assuming a third game is needed. But I think there's like $30-something. So even the postseason is affordable. Oh, dang! Oliver Wahlstrom had an opportunity off of Philip Beestead rebound, but the Silver Knights defense was just there to clear it away. Cuda are kind of waking up now, generating a couple of shots on net in this last couple of minutes here. Haltonen now at the half wall. He tried to send that puck around the boards, but it's picked off by the Silver Knights. They skated all the way up to the neutral zone near their bench and dump it into the Cuda zone. Retrieving the puck now is Luca Cagioni. Cagioni is going to dump it into the Henderson Silver Knights zone. Patrick Guile is trying to chase it down. Silver Knights are there to retrieve it, and here they come, zone entry. Man. Come on, baby. I'll be real with you right now. If I could do an assessment, Silver Knights are looking a little bit more refined. They are playing with a little bit more precision. It's almost as if their strides on the ice are intentional, where the Cuda are just in survive mode right now, man. Like, it's desperation, but not like that's like the ugly side of desperation, man. I hate to say it like that, but it's like sloppy. Come on, baby. I'm talking about defensively and offensively. Here comes Igor Chernyshov now. Great circling around the net. Come on. Come on, baby. Damn. This is tough. This is tough. It is what it is. All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to take it upon myself to try to make this a little bit more engaging for the watch along party. Right now, the CUDA have an opportunity in the offensive zone. Face off is going down glove side of Carl Lindblom. Carl Lindblom, by the way, pardon me, is the goaltender for the Henderson Silver Knights. So if you're wondering who Lindblom is, that's who I'm referring to. Henderson wins that face off. But back to what I was trying to say. I think I have to take it upon myself to try to make this a little bit more interesting and engaging for CUDA fans. So, if this indeed is the final game of the season, let's just take a look at the accolades here, man. I mean, I don't want these last two games after, the season grind to define, the Barracuda. The Barracuda have been absolutely outstanding this season, to be 100 with you. And they've provided some great memories, especially for yours truly. There was the game in which I love when they do theme nights and they actually like change the jersey. So one thing that they did this season, which is absolutely fire, was they did a throwback to the San Jose Rhinos, who were a professional inline hockey, that's roller hockey, a team in San Jose that actually played at the Shark Tank. So that was epic. And, they do Tigres del Mar, which is their version of Los Tiburones for the San Jose Sharks. So, all in all, they provided some amazing memories for me, my family, and my fandom. So, with that being said, as we're halfway through this game and the Silver Knights have a 3-0 lead over our beloved Barracuda, let's just take a look at the season stats. Let's just see what these guys did this year. All right. So what we have here, my fam, is the season stats. This is from sjbarracuda.com. So Philip Beested, this young man needs to be called up. He needs to be called up already, man. I'm surprised. So we're going to find ourselves 4-0, by the way, for those of you who want to know. Henderson Silver Knights score another goal. Damn, son. We'll see if it stands. Supposedly, according to Nick Nollenberger, they're going to be reviewing this goal. We'll go back to the stats in a second, fam. That looks like a clean goal to me. If they're even considering kick in motion, that was nowhere close to game 1 when they thought it was kick in motion. Let's see. Maybe goalie interference. All right. We have some hope. We have some hope, baby. They took the goal off. All right. We'll see how much longer this stands. But while they figure out whether or not a fourth goal was scored against, let's just take a look at the accolades here, man. Philip Beested should be on the main roster. All right, so Philip Beested had an amazing season, 60 points, 65 games played, 22 assists, 22 goals, 38 assists. So this is one of those kids where, like Musty, Caglioni, Haltunen, and Chernyshov. Now Caglioni got 3 games this season, Chernyshov a little bit more. But these are the names, at least based off of this fan's perception of how everything was being marketed and how these players were being like sold to the fan base. These are some names that we thought should be on the main roster. So who knows, maybe next season. But Philip Beested got 60 points this year, Colin White 48, Jimmy Huntington 48, Quentin Musty with 45, 21 goals, 24 assists, 61 games played. Luca Caglioni 43 points, 35 assists. Remember, this is a defender. All right. I'm just going to go over the guys who got over 30 points so we don't spend a lot of time, reviewing the season during a playoff game. Oliver Wahlstrom with 42 points, 24 goals, 18 assists. Igor Afanasiev with 40 points, 14 goals, and 26 assists. Kasper Haltunen, 35 points, 16 goals, and 19 assists. Igor Chernyshov, 13 goals, 20 assists for 33 points. These are all names that you would expect to be plugged and played into the San Jose Sharks main roster, hopefully next year. Quentin Musty, Luca Caglioni, Philip Beested, and Kasper Haltunen, along with Igor Chernyshov. So Caglioni and Chernyshov, to me, should be by default main roster. Now, rotating those bottom 6 forward minutes, that's where I'm talking about Beested, Musty, Haltunen. And honestly, Musty and Haltunen should probably be 2 forwards that the Sharks should really look toward leaning on next year. Now, I don't know what general manager Mike Griff's plan is, and I'm not too sure how the coaches feel as far as their development goes. But Quentin Musty is a first-round draft pick. All right. Chernyshov, we've already seen what he could do on the first line and the third line with the San Jose Sharks. Luca Caglioni is a defender that, despite constantly being, like, in my opinion, like dismissed because of his size, has proven time and time again that it doesn't really matter with this young man. His talent makes up for everything, and he generates offense, especially on the power play. So, we'll have to wait and see. Right now, all those names I just mentioned need to focus on trying to extend this season because right now they're down 3-0. They dodged a bullet, making it 4-0 because with my bad with the TV timeout. It's not a TV timeout. Even though it's not 4-0, they're still down by 3 goals. They still have a mountain to climb, and we're halfway through this game. Henderson Silver Knights are raining on my party here, man. All right, here we go. Time to freaking Time to turn the tide, Barracuda. Let's go. Barracuda battling for the puck in the offensive zone. Oh, good! Turn away. Oh, another chance. How does that not go in? Oh my gosh, bro. Defender absolutely blows a tire right in front of the goaltender on Henderson's side. And not one, not two, but three Barracuda have opportunity to bury that puck point blank. And somehow, some way, it stays out of the net. That is insane. It just, it just may not be destined, fam. It just may not be destined. Man. That was a crazy sequence. Damn, son. Ooh-wee. Wide shot by the Silver Knights. Come on, Musty. Come on, Musty. Do something with it. There we go. There you go. All right. Power play opportunity for the Cuda. Magna. You all remember that name. Former San Jose player. Takes his second minor penalty of the game. I believe it's holding. Yep. Holding at 12-25. So Jacob Magna back in the sin bin. He's been taking penalties all series. 37 minutes remain in the Cuda's season. That was definitely holding. Definitely holding, bro. Let's go. Face off to the right side of Carl Lindbaum. Huntington wins the face off, but the Cuda are unable to hold the zone. Have to skate all the way back in their own zone to recover the puck. Here comes Eric Polkamp. Turnover. No, he drop passes it to Haltunen at the center ice line. Now the Cuda advance the puck in the zone, and they turn it over. Polkamp runs into Lauren Brassoit, who would behind the net to play the puck. Musty now at the puck. Passes it to Haltunen. Haltunen just kind of casually throws the puck toward the net. Thank goodness the Cuda are able to win the battle behind the goal line at the boards. Huntington shoots, and that's right into the chest of Carl Lindbaum. 65 seconds remain in the man advantage. Oh, man. Come on, baby. Face off now in the offensive zone for the Cuda. Won by the Silver Knights, and they play it off the boards. Goes all the way down. In the trapezoid now is Luca Caglioni. Kind of struggling with handling the puck, but he finds his way through the blue line. Gives it to Colin White. Colin White gives it to Wahlstrom. He sends it across the rink to Chernyshov. Back to Wahlstrom at the blue line. He hands it off to Caglioni. Caglioni now sends it to the goal line to Bistad. Bistad tries to give it to Wahlstrom. And that misses the target and goes all the way back down. 30 seconds remain on the power play. Wallstrom skating through. Nice pass to Colin White. That was pretty sexy. Ooh, B says shot, and that's saved. No, rather wide. Cagioni holding the zone. 10 seconds on the power play. Gives it to B-Said. B-Said to Wallstrom, and that goes wide. All right, there goes the power play. There goes the power play, and 25 minutes remain in the season. Damn, son. All right, here we go, baby. Back from the timeout. I'm not going to lie to y'all. This sucks. This absolutely sucks, bro. Come on. I mean, I can only imagine how people feel at the official watch-along party in person. But damn, this sucks. I'm hoping for a comeback. But damn, this sucks. Come on, Kuda. One-time blast from the point. Hits nobody. I hit a stick and it broke. Come on, Kuda. Come on, Kuda. Oh man, my bad. I'm checking social media right now, and we got some friends who are at the official watch party, and it looks about as lively as yours truly on this watch long party. And I apologize for that, fam. But yeah, it's tough. Everyone has there's no energy and juice in that venue right now. I think a lot of Barracuda fans are kind of staring down the fact that this may be it. All we need is a goal, baby. We get a goal before this period's over, and then we can work on chipping away this lead in the third. Let's go, Kuda. Let's go. Oh, let's go. My apologies for the silence here. I'm just kind of soaking it all in right now, man. Come on, baby. So the Silver Knights are they're winning all the battles, man. I'll be real with you. They're winning all the battles. They just, I mean, I don't want to rain on the parade, but they just look like they're a little bit more conditioned, quicker to the puck. They're playing like they're playing with purpose. They're playing with absolute purpose. And, you know, it's easy to say that when you have a 3-0 lead, but they have not taken their freaking foot off of the gas pedal at all. They're continuously bringing it. You would think that the CUDA, staring at potentially the last 22 minutes of their season, would be going all out, just leaving it all on the ice. But that's not the case. Henderson is doing exactly what you would expect a team to do when they are not trying to make not allow the opposition to get back in this game. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Good forechecking. Great centering pass. Oh, man, that shot went wide. Come on, CUDA. Good forecheck on this shift. Come on, boys. Well, I think for the next 21 minutes, I'm going to just kind of watch along with y'all and react. And probably not provide as much commentary. And not try to share like my my evaluation, I guess is the best way to say it, my analysis of the way this game is going down or this series, because it's just going to be like, you know, repetitive at this point. And I would hate to end this live stream. Oh yeah! Woo! Finally, baby! Finally! Let's go! Damn, son. Took long enough. Let's go. All right, Barracuda, get on the freaking board, baby. I was just saying, all we need is one goal to try to build upon this, chip away at the third. And I was saying I do not want to end this live stream to finish my thought, But yes, they're finally on the effing board. My gosh. Giving me hope. Don't give me hope. Igor Afanasiev gets his first of the postseason, assisted by Jimmy Huntington and Kasper Haltunen at 18:55 of the second period. And now the Cuda may have found themselves back in this game. But yes, we're finally on the board. Absolutely on the board. Woo! Beautiful freaking rebound buried. The left side of the cage was left wide open on the rebound, and Afanasiev was right there to clean it up, and that gave the Cuda their first goal of the evening. Who knows, fam? Maybe epic comeback time. But as it stands right now, the Cuda are looking at the last 20 minutes of their season, barring a comeback and forcing overtime. So, yeah, let's go. Let's absolutely go. I'm going to turn up the music. I got to play the food here. Now, last time we got together for the live stream, I played the food with cold. There's not too much to talk about, so I'm going to cover that intermission right now. Not much has changed. Only a couple of goals differential. So let's go over that real quick. We had 2 goals in the first. Now we have 2 goals in the second. Thank goodness. One of them is for Tigres del Mar. That's the San Jose Barracuda. So Alexander Holtz, 2 minutes and 7 seconds of the third period, made it 3-0. Things were looking really bleak. There was a goal that was taken away from Henderson Silver Knights. Thank God, because it could have been 4-0. And just before the end of that period, Igor Afanasiev finally gets the Cuda some life. And now we're down 3-1. All right. You can see that the Cuda are not really doing very well on the man advantage. They're 0 for 3 tonight. Henderson keeps getting opportunities, by the way. They've only buried 1 on the power play, so that's pretty good. Cuda are making it kind of competitive. You can see 8 shots on goal in that first and in the second for a total of 16. 11 for Henderson, 9 in the first, 9 in the second for a total of 20. So let's see how much fight is left in the Barracuda. I hope that they will freaking battle to play another game. If game 3 is necessary, it will go down in Henderson, 3 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. So might have some Sunday night hockey. As of right now, Friday night hockey continues. 20 minutes remain in the season for the Cuda, hoping that they'll come back. I'm going to put on the beats for now. We're going to chill. I'm going to step aside. When we come back, hopefully we can cheer for a Barracuda comeback. All right. What's up? Let's take a look at that goal, by the way. Let's take a quick look at that goal.
Back to the Sharks' miraculous. Say that, and you can just look back to the Sharks' miraculous comeback against the Knights. Here's a chance for Afanasyev, and Squib Free scores. So you're saying they got a chance. Igor Afanasyev sorts out a loose puck and tucks it home. Say that, and you.
All right, so two things about that. Number one, I don't know why the San Jose Sharks broadcasting team collectively keeps referring to that 1990s quote from Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying you got a chance. Now, I'm guilty of saying it too, but damn, bro, that shit is overplayed by now. Pardon my language, but seriously. Nonetheless, I get it. They're trying to have fun. Very, very bleak situation that the Cuda are in. Awesome, though, to take advantage of the opportunity. All I got to say is, you see what happens when these guys actually, attack the net and throw the puck toward the net. So there's a shot on goal, and then the rebound was fought off for by Afanasyev, and he was able to get the puck on the second attempt. So the first shot on net, or on goal rather, was registered by Eric Polkamp. So how about that? Eric Polkamp in his first professional game gets his first professional point by earning an assist on that goal. That's what's up. Might have to go ahead and put that on threads. But you have Igor Afanasyev standing right there in the crease for the rebound opportunity. So he's right there, front presence, as they call it, or front net presence. Pardon me if that sounded off. And he was able to freaking clean up his own rebound. So he shot one attempt and it goes wide to the right and he buries it, right? So we need more of that. We need absolutely more of that if we want to stay alive for this season. But nonetheless, fantastic way to end that second period by the Cuda and bring some momentum into the final frame. Now, this is the best of 3 series. Cuda are facing elimination, having dropped game 1. Should they win tonight, game 3 will be Sunday afternoon. All right. And if they find a way to win the series 2-1, that means win tonight and win Sunday, there will be playoff hockey in San Jose. So hopefully, right? Anyways, let's keep our fingers crossed, keep our hopes up and our prayers going for the boys in Teal. It's not going to be easy if they want to come back here. So we'll see what they got left in the tank, and we'll see if Laurent Brossoit could, hold it down. And of course, if Carl Lindbaum can run out of if I could be 100 with you, these past 2 games, he's gotten lucky a couple of occasions, and some other occasions was just absolute, like, for lack of better terms, I don't want to say the word magic, but for lack of better terms, like he's made some miraculous saves, like literally belly or bum on the ice, sprawled out, and somehow was managed to keep the puck out of the net. So we'll see if there's any more of whatever it is that juice he's drinking, if that still comes into effect. But I really hope that the Barracuda could find the back of the net 4 more times. 1 on the empty netter. So we need 2 to tie, 3 to win, and that 4th hopefully on an empty netter. All right, I'll step back aside because I have another half of my plate to polish off here to try to enjoy before the 3rd period. So y'all hang tight and we'll react together. Hopefully it's not the end of the season. Solid username, by the way, brother. How you feel about the first round pick? How you feel about that first round pick on you? Is Mendoza, is he the one? Or is it going to be Kirk Cousins for a minute? What do you think? You guys are going to have an exciting team to watch this season, bro. For real. What up, Jamhar? Welcome back, brother. Yeah, Kirk Cousins will help him out. Kirk Cousins is a solid QB. Yep. I'll tell you right now, being a Niner fan, hopefully that doesn't make you go away. Kind of disappointed to see them trade out of the freaking first round and then get a wide receiver. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, most of the people. So I've been blessed enough to have a well diverse fan base for friends and family. So Raiders, Cowboys. I even know Seahawk fans, and yeah, got some neighbors that are Rams fans. Used to live by some Chiefs fans, so imagine that a few years ago, right? Anyways, but yeah, can't wait for kickoff, to be 100 with you. He might. He just might. I'm just glad that you guys went with him. With Mendoza. I know, like, I'm pretty sure it's all just like, you know, clickbait or whatever, but leading up to the draft, they're trying to talk about how, like, you know, potentially he wasn't the guy, and it's like, come on, man. Like, really? Wow. You know what's crazy? I got a story about Jerry Rice. So I actually got his autograph. I got to meet him. Now, this is throwing it way back, especially if you're here in the Bay. I met him at Kmart. He had a signing long time ago, like early 2000. This is right after he played his final season with the Niners. He came out with this like gummy snacks, and out of all the times to get his autograph, I got it when he was a Raider. So that's pretty ironic, considering that, you know, I'm a Niner fan, and I appreciate it. Actually, this hat is my favorite Barracuda hat. It's fire. I like it, if I can be 100 with you, because of this right here. So the reason I bought it is because of the San Jose. The San Jose font, as plain as it may seem, actually kind of throws it back to that 90s San Jose Sharks font when they first came out. So, oh, for sure, SoCal native, that makes sense. That makes sense. The Raiders have a huge following from the Bay to SoCal to Vegas, even before they moved to Vegas. So I know that people are very opinionated about the Raiders being in Vegas, and I think the only reason why isn't because there isn't a following of Raider fans in Vegas. I would say there's equally as many Niner fans as there are Raider fans in Vegas, but I think it just had to do with the fact that they wanted their own like expansion team. But you know, it is what it is. I was just in their stadium over the weekend for WrestleMania. Now I already know I said it in the first game for the live stream, but I want to show some. It was a beautiful stadium. It was really nice to be in there. I've driven past that stadium so many times in like the last 3 years, and I finally got an opportunity to step in there for WrestleMania. And yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. Yeah, San Jose is amazing. I love San Jose. All right, here we go, fam. This could potentially be the final period of the season. Whew. Here we go. Third period about to be underway in Henderson, Nevada, at Lee's Family Forum, home of the Henderson Silver Knights. The Barracuda are trailing by a score of 3-1, and hopefully they find a way to tie this game up and force game 3. Let's go. Let's go. I may just be 100 with y'all. I may get caught up in the game because if this indeed is the final game of the season for the Barracuda, I may get caught up watching it. So I'm going to do my best to do some play-by-play and kind of keep us all aligned with the action that's going on and with my reaction. But, up until that last goal in the third period, it was looking rather bleak for the Barracuda. But here we go. Let's go. Oh, great challenge forechecking by Anthony Vincent. Almost had a good chance one-on-one with the goaltender there. So you love to see that. And the Henderson Silver Knights are forced to ice the puck. All right, man. You have a good shift. All right, let's go, Cuda. All right, here we go. Barracuda now. Forechecking in the offensive zone. The Knights are able to advance the puck out of the zone, and they get it into the Cuda zone. Cuda now trying to advance the puck, but that pass is cut off in the face-off, or center ice face-off logo. The center ice logo, pardon me. So Cuda had to retrieve the puck behind their own trapezoid and their own net in the trapezoid. And it looks like they iced the puck. All right, here we go. Face-off won by the Henderson Silver Knights in the offensive zone. Controlling the puck by the blue line. They dump it alongside the boards. Now a battle won by the Cuda momentarily in the trapezoid. Cuda are able to hunt that puck down and advance it toward neutral ice. We got a hand pass called in the neutral zone, so we will have a face-off outside of the blue line. All right, actually, this face-off's going to go down right at center ice. Right in the center ice logo. Won by the Cuda. Cuda dump it deep. Battle for the puck alongside the boards. Henderson chipped the puck out. Oh, what a nice pass and transition from the defensive zone into the offensive zone by Henderson. Creating opportunity. Good save by Boursois, pardon me. So, come on, Cuda. Face off, blocker side of Boursois, won by the Cuda. Advancing the puck now into the zone was Anthony Vincent, but he gets spun around, and the Henderson Silver Knights regain control. Good forechecking by the Cuda, though. There we go. Oh, nice leading pass. Barely misses the tape of the stick. That could have been a breakaway pass against the Cuda, but thank goodness it's icing. What is that? I'm reacting to the Power Ranger graphic at the Henderson Silver Knights. What was that? Anyways. One of the things that I like about AHL hockey is more often than not, you get a bird's eye view of the venue, which means you get to see what they're showing on the Jumbotron. So. All right, Cuda. Oh, man. That was some good offensive passing going around in the zone there, but redirects out of the zone so they reset. Great holding the zone by Polkamp, by the way. Polkamp wearing the number 48. It's about time. I find it pretty ironic and hilarious that Polkamp is wearing number 48 in Henderson when all Sharks fans remember Tomas Hertl as being number 48 for the San Jose Sharks, who obviously was traded to the Vegas Golden Knights. So I think it's appropriate. I really think it's appropriate. The other number that I want to see in rotation, which I know some of y'all might think of, what are you thinking, is number 8. Number 8 needs to be in rotation. I know that the Sharks may have some designs to wanting to retire number 8, but the fan base unanimously agrees that only Thornton and Marlowe's number should be retired. At this point, you need to either have a ring of honor around the tank or just exclusively leave the next numbers to retire to members of a Stanley Cup championship team. Anyways, so I'm glad to see number 48 in rotation. Wonder when number 8 will be used again. I guess another reason why I feel like it should only be Thornton and Marlowe is they only went away to other teams because we were trying to do right by them in their career and give them a chance to win the Stanley Cup. And, both players went to Toronto. Marlowe came back. Thornton did have a stint with the Florida Panthers as well. But the bottom line is, that was because we were trying to give them an opportunity to win the Cup. Not because they didn't want to be in San Jose. Pavelski chose to go to Dallas. All right, so he chose to leave San Jose. So I think 19 and 12 should be rightfully so the only numbers not in rotation anymore, which means that we should see number 8 on another skater, hopefully sooner rather than later. $14 minutes remain in the Barracuda season here, guys. And while they had some solid chances in this period, they've only registered 3 shots on goal with 7 minutes into this last frame. It's not going to get it done. Disaster waiting to happen in the Cuda's defensive zone. Right now, Henderson has control of this puck, and they're just blasting it every chance they get. I don't know how many times I keep seeing Cuda pick himself off the ice. But damn, come on. All right, timeout. Timeout on the ice. All right, here we go. From Las Vegas. There you go. Nicely. All right. Let's go. Oh, off the post! Come on, Kuda. Damn. We're almost halfway through this period, baby. So that was as close as a chance we're gonna get to just be close. Draw that freaking score a little bit closer, but it is what it is. Let's go. Oh, that shot goes wide from Henderson. Oh, what happened to Vincent, dude? Picking himself up off the ice. No gloves, no helmet, no stick. Megna is being a menace out there. Former Barracuda showing no love all series long, man. And by the way, I just want to say, I know that this kind of been one of the, I'll be real with you, like not the most exciting watch along party, considering that we've been watching our team just, you know, trying to survive the final game of their season here with 10 minutes remaining. And I just want to say straight up, I appreciate all y'all coming through, whether you jumped in and just peeked the watch along for a while, or if you've been here from the very beginning of the live stream. Thank you all for being faithful to Shark City Hockey. Obviously, we are hardcore San Jose hockey fans. We've been doing this for 7 seasons now. So if you haven't followed us on Instagram, please do so at Shark City Hockey. Please like this this video. It really helps us. And if you are not subscribed already, please consider having a primary assist in subscribing to the channel. But I just want to say thank you all for coming through for these watch along parties, whether it's the San Jose Barracuda games or the San Jose Sharks games. I imagine in due time, other content creators, or maybe even the San Jose Sharks themselves, will copy and paste the formula that we do here, which is live watch alongs. And I just want to say that I appreciate you all, being ride or die with us here at Shark City Hockey, and just keeping it chill with us and chilling during these live watch along games. Obviously, there's other options out there for you to and digest the game, whether it's watching at home solo or going to the watch along party being exclusively held by the Barracuda team. Or those are the only two I can really think of. But I imagine, with the success of the channel growing with our watch along parties, we've been doing this for a few years now, but specifically in the last couple of months with the watch along parties kind of growing some traction here, I can only imagine that other people are going to try to do the same. So I appreciate y'all being true to us, and I appreciate y'all coming through to chill with us. And by us, I mean Shark City Hockey. So thank you very much. I just want to say that before this game concludes, not knowing what the results are going to be, obviously, but the Cuda do have about 9 minutes remaining in their season. So they're back from TV timeout. Damn, son. Let's go. Let's go. Face off to the left side of Carl Lindbaum, the goaltender for the Henderson Silver Knights, won by the Cuda. Sent to the point to Caglione. Caglione trying to give it to Wallstrom in center in the slot, but that gets cut off, and the puck gets sent back to neutral zone. Cuda now. Oh, good. Good zone entry and shot by Colin White. Cuda are starting to shoot the puck, and they're showing some life. This is about time. All right, Caglione now swings alongside the boards to Colin White, who fans on the shot. Thank goodness Polkamp is there to clean it up, but his shot is blocked. Musty now at the puck. Ooh, he sends it back. Polkamp blasts the one-timer. And Lindbaum makes that save because that puck went straight to the freaking logo on the jersey. But Polkamp looking for his first professional goal there. Let's go, baby. It's been a tough watch. They're kind of making it interesting now, but it's been a tough watch. It's been a tough watch along, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Huntington now. Face off. Won by Henderson. Damn it. Come on, Huntington. Good job by Altitude in keeping the zone there. Cuda and Knights battling for the puck inside the Cuda's offensive zone. Puck goes all the way back to the neutral zone. It's almost like every single time the Cuda get the puck outside of their own blue line, it gets intercepted and dumped right back down. Come on, man. Carlson is waking up there. I like it. He's definitely putting everything on the line. Let's go. Hache with the puck in his own zone. Cuda now advance the puck in the offensive zone. Oh, man. Lucas Van Robois loses his stick on that zone entry, but Cuda do hold the zone. They shoot it from the point. It goes wide, but they recover the puck in the neutral zone, and they advance it into the half wall again. Come on, Cuda. Let's go. There we go. Starting to win the positioning battle, starting to win the race to the puck. Just those shots are going high and wide every time. It's not helping at all. All right, come on, baby. We got about 7 minutes left in the season, probably, fam. So let's try to have a little fun. Puck it. Let's do it. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go, Cuda. Come on. Want to sit back and relax and enjoy probably the last 5 minutes of the season here, fam. But you never know. You never know. It ain't over till it's over. We'll see how long it takes for head coach John McCarthy to pull the goaltender. Musty has control of the puck right now, by the way, in the half wall. He skates behind the net. Good pass to Wahlstrom. To the point, Allen gets a shot block. Here's another chance for him. He passes it to... That was not who I thought it was, but it doesn't matter. The shot was blocked. Who was that? That was not good. Turner Schaff. Who was that? That was Boltzmann. Jake Boltzmann. This could be the season. Right here. Oh boy. I'm just so happy I could watch this game in true HD because it's in Henderson. If this game was in San Jose, we'd be getting this at 144p. I just want to say that now in case of the last game, and I know you all be peeping our live stream, Cuda and Sharks. Fix that damn camera, okay? Or the internet feed. Come on, it's the capital of Silicon Valley, all right? This is the Bay Area. I don't know why for the last 2 years the Barracuda home games streaming on Flow Hockey, AHL TV look like they're being streamed in 1993. Come on. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got to say. So I'm glad I'm able to enjoy this postseason action in HD. I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. If you look at the replays on Cuda social media when they're away versus when they're home, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right. So they're scraping the ice with the shovels now. I see some of y'all kind of lingering in and out here in the stream, so I appreciate y'all. If you're here, whether you at the beginning of the stream, during the stream, after the stream, please consider liking and subbing. This looks like should the score remain the same for the next 4 minutes here. Pardon me. This looks like it's going to be the final game of San Jose hockey this season. So with that being said, I'll say thank you all. This will conclude officially the 7th season of Shark City hockey coverage of San Jose's professional hockey teams, that being the San Jose Barracuda and the San Jose Sharks. And, you know, it's a dime a dozen when content creators say this, but I promise you we have more relatable, inspiring content coming through the summer. And when I say inspire, I genuinely mean that because we usually inspire most content creators out there, including San Jose Sharks and Barracuda creatives. I'm just going to say that right now, put it on record. And I know who you creatives are. So you may go by social media admin online, but I know who you are per name. Anyways, but long story short is I appreciate y'all support and y'all, you know, staying true with us for all these years. Follow us on Instagram. We are active on Instagram at Shark City Hockey. That's our content hub. Amazing community. We're building almost 30,000 following, so super proud of that. And I'm so proud to say that we are cruising toward 2,000 subs on YouTube as we turn this YouTube presence into a live watch along channel. So that'll be the primary sole purpose of this channel on YouTube moving forward. I will have some video form of podcasts coming through as well as we get ready to realign, or as they like to say in San Jose Sharks, reimagine how the pod's going to be. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But just for a little spoiler, you know, we'll be coming through with a couple of shows in video and audio format. But nonetheless, I appreciate all of you. My name is Aaron James. I'm creative of Shark City Hockey. I do have a team behind me. But nonetheless, I've pretty much been trying to help maintain and build this community for the last 7 years. And I appreciate all y'all support. And the first couple of years, for one reason or another, people try to dictate or kind of sway other people's opinion of us in different directions and try to paint us out to be something we really were not and really are not. So why do I bring that up? I could really care less about that stuff, especially because it's in the past. But I bring it up because I want to say, for all of you who've been with us from the very beginning and remember all that BS, all that bull shark, I appreciate you all staying true and staying till. If you're wondering why I'm going on like this final speech kind of conclusion thing, it's because the Henderson Silver Knights just buried the empty netter. So it's 4-1. Kind of seen the writing on the wall going into this third period. Was kind of hoping for maybe more of a fight out of our boys, but nonetheless, it's that's pretty much it. The season will come to a close tonight, barring some kind of miracle comeback with like 3 goals in the next 3 minutes or 2 minutes and less. So the Henderson Silver Knights are going to sweep the Barracuda here. It sounds like Barracuda 2-0 in the first round of the 2026 Calder Cup playoffs. Been a fantastic season. As the homie said there, Jamar, these guys played great all year, all season. They had a great season. Yes, they have. So we're going to conclude our live stream as the clock hits 0 here in Henderson. But again, I just want to say thank you guys. More than likely, we'll be live again on the YouTube channel should our schedules permit for the draft lottery or the draft itself. So, be on the lookout for that. But nonetheless, if you want to be on top of everything Shark City Hockey, if you want to engage with our content outside of YouTube videos, and if you want to have some engaging conversations with our community, do so by following us on Instagram at Shark City Hockey. All right, that's all the shameless plugs I'm going to do for the evening. Anytime, brother. I'll say that right now. All hockey fans of all hockey teams are welcomed on our live streams. Obviously, I'm a diehard San Jose Sharks fan, and by default, that means I support my San Jose Barracuda. However, I'm not one to just be like, because you're from another team or another squad, you're not welcomed here or whatever. Like, I don't do all that stuff, man. Like, I appreciate everybody's input, and having hockey having such a profound impact in my life since I've attended my first Sharks game. I've been a fan for over 27 years, by the way. And I've played hockey since like the 8th grade. I just turned 40, so you do the math. I just love the opportunity to connect with other hockey fans, and I love the opportunity to try to grow the sport and try to grow the game, especially here in the Bay Area, and especially amongst diverse fans and especially the minorities, because myself, I am of Latin descent, and hockey's pretty damn expensive, man. So it's one of those sports where people may look at as access kind of being limited. So I love the challenge of trying to blend subculture and the love of the game to bring or to elevate the fandom, which is what we've been doing for 7 years. And that's what I mean by having inspiring other creatives out there. And whether you want to imitate us, I could care less. Like, it's compliment, and I don't want to go through all those cliches, but I really don't care, man. Like, I just love contributing to the community, and I love bringing like-minded people together, even if it's just chilling for a couple hours and reacting to the game. So thank you all very much. It's been a heck of a freaking ride for the last 7 years, and I can't wait, baby, because like Michael Misa and the San Jose Sharks, Macklin Celebrini, etc., it's all getting started, bro. It's all getting started. Thank you. That's the one thing I pride myself on, that so far it's kind of unmatched is our presentation. You know what I mean? It kind of does seem like a one-man show here at times, but the presentation, the quality of presentation, and the graphics are always top-notch. So, unfortunately, another empty net goal scored against. So, kicking us while we're down, Henderson. 5-1 is going to probably be the final score, because I imagine they're going to put Laurent Brossoit back in the net. But it is what it is. What a season. What a freaking team. What a game. I'm talking about the game of hockey. So, if you catch us late, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you want me to throw together some watch-alongs for the Stanley Cup playoffs. I was considering it. And to build upon what I was saying now about, not having any kind of bias against any fan bases here. Like, if you guys want to get together and hang out during the Stanley Cup playoffs, you all let me know. Drop it in the comment section. And until our next Sharks and Barracuda watch along party, man, thank you all for being such a fantastic, jostle community in the chat. And one more shameless plug. Follow us on Instagram at Shark City Hockey. Ooh-wee. This is tough. Lone goal scored by San Jose today was Igor Afanasiev, and the only highlight of that, outside of him getting his first postseason goal, only postseason goal now that the series is over, is the fact that Eric Polkamp, in his AHL debut, his professional debut, got the primary assist, which means he registered his first point in his first game in the pro leagues. So, stick taps to the Henderson Silver Knights. They sweep the Barracuda 2-0. Final score in game 2, 5-1. Y'all have been amazing. So until next time, for San Jose Hockey and for San Jose Hockey, that is Barracuda and Sharks fans. Until next season, man. Y'all have a great summer. Even though the watch-alongs are going to be done for a minute for our teams, doesn't mean that the content's going to end. So again, follow us at Shark City Hockey. And I'm Aaron James. I'm signing off. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the kind words. Let's go Cuda. Let's go Sharks. That's usually how I end it. So, damn, son. They took the belt to us tonight, didn't they? It is what it is. All right, fam. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the weekend. Just shake this off. It is what it is. Enjoy the weekend. Go live. Go live, baby.